how would you define a conventional shoe, first of all?
Simplest way to call a comfort shoe or conventional, it's a shoe that has some comfort, not a great deal, and has very little support.
Well, welcome to the Feel the Difference podcast. My name is Ryan Perry. I am your host. This is a show talking about foot health and footwear because they go together. As usual, I have the CEO and owner of DT Footwear, Ron Heinlein. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, and thank you for all of you viewing this video.
Today, I want to talk about what a conventional shoe is, or, something that it's a shoe that anybody can buy anywhere. But how would you define a conventional shoe, first of all?
A conventional shoe is also called a comfort shoe in most cases. And there's a lot of great lines out of there. I would say it's probably 80% or 90, 85% of the business in the footwear in the e-commerce or the internet. Mm-hmm. The difference between a comfort shoe is, the simplest way to call a comfort shoe or conventional, it's a shoe that has some comfort, not a great deal, and has very little support.
Okay. And what are some of the downsides to not having the support?
Well, it's the point that the more you walk in a shoe and it doesn't give you the support, the more irritation problems you're going to have with your feet. Mm-hmm. And the toe space is another thing, higher instep in the shoe that will allow you to slip in the midsection, the 4-ply counter. Those all are unique differences only found in orthopedic therapeutic footwear.
Right. So, but just kind of sticking with a comfort shoe, what are some of the foot problems that people might be experiencing if they're starting to have foot issues? I mean, is it just sore feet at the end of the day? Because most people would consider that normal.
Yeah, that's normal. That's normal. If your feet are tired after the day's over and it's aching, your shoes aren't performing. And especially, like I say before, if it's the top of your foot that's really killing you, you got ill-fitting shoes. If the bottom of your foot is bothering you, you have no support. And I mean, I've had many people that have looked at tennis shoes and pull out the insert and said, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Well, we provide the upper, the construction, and the inserts to make the whole package very successful.
Okay. And that 3-part process that you're not going to find in a conventional shoe or a comfort shoe, excuse me.
No.
Okay. So what are we actually talking about then? So for better foot care, better foot health, what should people be looking for in order to take care of their feet? Maybe relieve some of that tiredness, relieve some of the foot problems they may be experiencing.
Well, first of all, you got to get into the proper width. And if they only carry a medium width and a wide width, and most of the population's way past the wide width. Like I said before, I used to wear a size 30 pant. I won't tell you what I wear now, but it sure ain't no 30 pant. And I used to wear an 8.5. And at my age of 76, I'm wearing a size 10 in the shoe. Mm-hmm. And I don't need the big width, and we don't need to make you longer to give you the width. We can keep you where the ball of your foot fits in the proper curvature of the shoe to give you that support, and then just make it wider from that aspect. So comfort shoes have the lack of width. They have the lack of construction. They don't, and I'll use this women's shoe as an example. Here's a taller toe box here. Here's a fuller toe box, and this is very contoured and everything. And it's got a higher instep with the adjustability where you can get into it. Has a stronger 4-ply counter, and I won't go into it.
Counter, what is a counter for people that don't know what that is?
Counter is the heel where I've got my fingers right now.
Okay. That's and by having wraps. That 4-ply, you're saying it's actually got 4 wraps or 4 plies.
Right.
Okay.
Right, 4 actual wraps here that holds you in and doesn't allow me to crush. Take one of your shoes and push it down, and you can do it usually with your index finger and crush it very easily.
What is the benefit of that? I mean, is it just holding the heel in place, or what is it doing?
It's holding the heel in place and not letting it move sideways. Okay. You always have the foreflex because the shoe bends like our shoes bend like everybody else's. That's no different. No one has invented it. But that lateral, when you can take your shoe and bend it like a pretzel, that's the worst thing in the world. And because you're moving, you have no support at all. You're moving all over the place. Instead of flex from going forward, you're moving both ways with the 4-ply counter and with the reinforced midsection. And that's the shank and other reasons for it that holds you into that position. So if you walk 4.5 miles, you put 4.5 miles of wear on our shoes. You wear a conventional or a comfort shoe, you walk 4.5. That can be athletic, that can be anything. 4.5 miles in that, you're going to put almost 6.5 miles of additional wear and tear. So that's the difference.
Simply because the foot is moving around in the shoe. Right.
Yeah, it's moving too much. You need support. Now, I mean, everything has to have a midsection support where we don't go all over. Same thing with a bed. A bed needs to be solid, but also it doesn't allow us to go rolling off the bed and different things like that. We want to keep you in a neutral position, keep your foreflex going back and forth, but not add more wear and tear. It took us a while to explain to pickleball what that was all about. And it really does make a difference, and it does make the comfort. And again, the higher toe box creates more wiggle room in the toe, and that helps. And then you add our inserts to it. They're absolutely unbelievable. You can get 1 to 3 sets of those and put them where you see the arch. The arch fills in here. You have a med head or metatarsal support here. You have a heel plug here. You have a cradle heel, and you have all the features that add that. Well, we'll give you 1 to 3 pair if the shoe has a removable footbed. So we add all those elements.
What do you mean by you'll give them?
They're free. They're free. They're an $80 insert. You don't pay for it. We give it to you. Even if we give you the one, we'll give you the over-the-counter insert that comes with the shoe, and then we give you the deluxe one and let you decide which one you want. And so on. We add that into the package. But the thing is that we still have all the comfort in the world. There's no doubt about it. But we've just gone up the ladder.
So you're essentially taking a comfort shoe, a shoe that is comfortable to wear, and providing more of a foundation, it sounds like, so that the foot is being properly supported, held, cradled, so that you're not going to be as sore because the shoe is actually working efficiently to support the foot. Right.
Yeah,
perfect.
So what I say, in your own personal shoe, most of you have comfort shoes, and those are great. A lot of them don't have enough width, but then remember, if the top of their foot hurts, you don't have an ill-fit. You got an ill-fitting shoe. The bottom of your foot, now this makes more sense. You have no foundation, no support underneath your foot.
Okay, perfect. You also mentioned about wider shoes. So a lot of times a conventional or a comfort shoe might only come in a David, which is people would consider a normal or average width, and then you've got with a 2E would be the next size up. A lot of shoe manufacturers, your conventional name brand shoe manufacturers, might stop there, but you can actually go up to a 14E width on certain brands. And where would people find those on the website?
Just go men's. Anything you need a 9E, a 10E, or 14E. And the 10E and the 14E is only stocked in a couple of shoes, and that's what makes us quite unique. And there's times when we have you measure your foot, and that helps a lot if you're not sure, because I'll ask the question, when's the last time you measured your foot? Probably 30 years ago. I don't remember when the last time. Well, let's get a tape measure out. What you want to do is go to the home page, and you want to go 3/4 down. You'll see a soft tape measure. The red little sign above it says more information. Click on that. That'll give you the same video. Plus, it'll give you a chart or a form to fill out. Fill it all out for us. Click it to us. We'll have an answer before the day out. And we'll tell you what length and width. I had a gentleman yesterday, or no, it was today, been wearing a 12 forever. and found out that he's really a 10 and just needs to go wider. And everybody, if they have what they call a medium, is a Benny width or a David width, and men's will use that. A wide is usually a 2E, extra wide is a 4E, and that's about all you see. Mm-hmm. And then in turn, I mean, we can tell you, and he said he was so ecstatic that no one had ever told him, I want to put you in a 10 and a half, and I want to put you in a 10E width. And I said, the numbers all tell me that. And so, I mean, a lot of people have it. A lot of people don't have any idea, especially if daughters are buying shoes for their dads. Oh my gosh. Well, my dad told me that. Well, yeah, my dad, one time wore a size 30 pant. Well, I'm sure he's not wearing no 30 pant anymore. And we graduate as we get older, and our feet, because it's the only part of our body that weighs 100 or carries 100% of our weight. Right. And it collapses. Flat feet come about. Charcot could be a reason for it as well. As we get heavier, it varies as well. So it's time to face reality that we need to measure. And I always apologize that we make you do that extra step. But whoa, let's get it right on the gate, right out of the gate. Let's get it right and put a shoe on. And I had one a number of years ago when we had the medical company. He bet me $50. Should have taken the money, but I didn't. I was polite, and it was an 1814E width. Says no one's ever been able to fit me. Well, he's got ulcerations, he's got wraps and everything else like that. I said, you don't wear the shoes until those ulcerations are gone, or you wear those wraps. Put the shoe on his foot, and he started crying. And I go, what in the world? I thought I killed him. No, it's the first time he's ever had a shoe that he never felt pain. And I mean, for 10 years, for probably 6, 7, 8 years that we worked with him, he loved our sizes and our widths.
If you want to get a hold of Ron directly, you could do that through the website, dtfootwear.com. Just go to the contact page. You can call, email, or text if you decide to call. Just ask for Ron. He's more than happy to talk to you, discuss your specific issues, answer any questions you have about shoes and foot health. And besides that, you got any parting comments?
No, I just want everybody to feel the difference. Just feel the difference in our shoes. We really make a difference.
Thank you very much. For those of you that have questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to leave those down below. If there's a topic you'd love us to talk about, we'd like to hear that so we can add that to the show. Until next time, take care.